Everyone, I'm Dr. Ahmadai Shakur. So Trump's DOJ just sent over a letter to Congress explaining why they made those redactions in the Epstein files. They also included in the 6-page letter the government officials and politically exposed persons that are also supposed to be in there. They sent over a whole list. Let's get into it. Now, this list, if you ask me, is clearly bogus and just a way for them to deflect and gaslight, okay, about the fact that Trump and many of his minions' names are on that list, okay, because they had some crazy names on there. Marilyn Monroe, Elvis Presley, Janis Joplin. Is Trump serious? Okay, please pay attention. Now, obviously, what they're doing here is trying to muddy the waters. And I told you all this days ago. I did a video telling you all that it seemed to me that Trump and his minions were likely trying to put in things that were not true in the Epstein files to like make us get off track and have us thinking that none of it's true, specifically because there's so many nefarious allegations against him. Okay, please pay attention. Representative Ro Khanna came out and he responded to the list, and here's what he had to say. He says the DOJ is once again purposefully muddying the waters on who was a predator and who was mentioned in an email. To have Janis Joplin, who died when Epstein was 17, in the same list as Larry Nassar, who went to prison for the sexual abuse of hundreds of young women, and child porn, okay, with no clarification of how either was mentioned in the file, is absurd. Release the files. Stop protecting predators. Redact only the survivors' names. Okay, I have to agree. Please pay attention. Now, mind you, European royals, government officials, and politicians are all losing their jobs and titles over the fact that they were associated with Epstein, okay? Meanwhile, the U.S. is silent on this, and they're not going to indict or even investigate anyone. Okay, please pay attention. Now, one article I read said that basically, even though being mentioned in the Epstein files doesn't necessarily mean that there was any wrongdoing, Europeans are very upset that their rich and famous have been caught hobnobbing with the likes of Jeffrey Epstein, and they called him a fake American billionaire. Okay, please pay attention. I just find it so interesting that Trump had first said this was a hoax, and now he comes out with a whole list. Does he think that by putting out this fake bogus list, and that's exactly what it is, okay, I'm sorry, I don't believe a word of it. Okay, let me just say allegedly. But with that all being said, does he think that this is going to get us to stop reading and going through the files and looking at those nefarious videos in the Epstein files? I absolutely will not. We're going to keep going through it and finding all that we can find. And also, I think that someone needs to be taking Sasha Riley's claims serious. Why isn't this all over the lamestream media? Okay, drop me a comment to let me know what you think.